everyone. Welcome to MJS Coaching Football, and thank you for watching my channel. Coach Sullivan here, defensive coordinator, and I hope your season was as successful as ours was in 2021. In this presentation in our 3-4, I'm going to go over one of our sim pressure coverages that we call Maroon Rat. Okay? So, non-subscribers, if you push that button, it's part of the third down pass situation pressure package. Okay? And this is one of the coverages that we'll use. So over here, I'll go through the key terms to help you better understand our sim pressure coverage that we call Maroon Rat. And I'm going to show it to you versus 10 Detroit 2x2 and 10 Toledo, which is 3x1 for us. Okay. Yes, this can be used versus tight end formations, 11 personnel, 12 personnel, but in the situations that we're talking about here, third down, third and long, definite pass situations, we usually get the 4 wide receivers. Okay? So the first key term is the front. It's what we call 58 up, right? We got all 5 offensive linemen covered. Again, this go to the third down pass situation pressure package playlist. It's all on there, so I'm not going to belabor that point. Non-subscribers, you'll have to push that button, right? The second key term is sim pressure, right? We're simulating the pressure just by lining up in that front, right? The impact on protection is phenomenal. They've got a check. We usually see man, right? Division 3, 2 college level. Sometimes you get full slide back on the edge. In either case, it's a win-win, right? And the offense post-snap has to figure out if it's a pressure, who's coming, who's not coming, if anybody's coming, is it a 3-man rut, right? So that's all built into this. Okay. So the coverage itself, Maroon Rat. Well, first of all, we use colors for our coverages. All right. And for us, maroon means man free. Okay. So we're man under with 1 high look. We start off in a 2 high look and we will spin to a 1 high look when the ball's snapped. Okay. That's part of the simulated pressure. It's also part of the disguise. We always talk about our alignment is our disguise. Okay, so that's the background of the name. The rat is we're going to have someone down in the low hole looking for crossers. Okay, playing the rat, robber, right? A version of robber. Okay. So for a couple of key things to understand, first of all, this is what we call divider leverage. And what that means is essentially we're bracketing numbers 2, and then if there's a number 3, we're bracketing number 3, right? We can give help, deep help, on number 2 and 3. We can't do that on number 1, right? So the proverbial corners are on an island holds true, which is why they're an inside press. Okay, we're showing it right away. Now, granted, we might show off man and then work up. I mean, you could do all those things. When the ball is snapped, our corners are in press inside man, or we just say Ike man. Okay, Ike inside. Okay, so that's what the divider leverage is. Okay, so therefore, our outside linebackers, and again, you play with your personnel. These could be DBs, $6 DBs, 5 DBs, the nickel dimes, whatever you call it. We keep the names the same. The outside linebackers are in an outside shade, right? They're 3 yards from the receiver, so the deeper the receiver, the closer they are to the line, right? Okay, and Disney means they're an outside leverage. See, outside shade, okay? Outside leverage, Disney, divider, right? Put it all together. When there's 3 receivers, we are Disney, 3 yards from both numbers 2 and 3. Again, divider leverage. We can get inside help. We can bracket 2 and 3, right? Over here, we can bracket both number 2s. Down here, this number 2's over here. He's number 3, right? So that we can bracket potentially both 2 and 3. All righty? So now the inside linebackers, right? They're both on the line of scrimmage. They're still executing what we call maybe. Maybe I have them, maybe you do. It's also MB, Mike and backer. So they're in what we call a maybe. right? And the beautiful thing is it doesn't matter if it's 3x1 or 2x2. They're in a maybe combo, which means they take the running back if it's to them. If the running back's away, they're going to spy the quarterback, as I'll show you. And then if the running back is to them, but he's in the protection, they're going to add to the rush, hence key rush. Okay? And that's consistent because even in our base gray Ford is match quarters, that's exactly what they do, right? So pretty straightforward and simple. Free safety is going to be the one rotating to the middle, so he's the one high. The whip or the W, okay, so it's the same in both. They're the rat, which means they're the low hole looking for crosses. And I'll cover that with you momentarily, okay? This is a man match coverage, which works, okay, because we're a pattern match base quarters coverage, right? Match quarters. So now we just apply it with man principles. Now we're a man match, and that's where the rat's going to come in, as well as whoever's covering number 2 or 3. Okay, I'll show that to you in the diagram. And so to that point, a crosser, whether it's number 2 or number 3, the defender covering the receiver who's on the cross is screaming, cut, 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 right? Multiple times. I only have it written twice, but it could be cut, 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 right? 1,000 times. And that's the call. And then this defender becomes the new rat, and the rat picks up and covers the crosser. Okay, so I'll show you that momentarily. All right, so let's come up here. Okay, we're in our 58 up. Okay, ball is snapped. We got our man protection. Okay, so these 3 guys are rushing. Okay, these 2 inside linebackers are executing the punch out. All right, and I'll go over it, but it's in all my other presentations in the third down pass situation playlist. That inside up foot, they're going to punch back, but now instead of turning outside shuffle, shuffle, they're going to punch back, shuffle, shuffle with their eyes locked on the running back. Okay? Punch out, punch out. Okay? Before I get to anybody else. So now, if the running back runs a route over here, he takes him, and the mic comes over and spies. If the running back is part of the protection, it's a 6-man protection, same thing. He went away from you, you become the spy. As you're punching out, you see he's in the protection. You're now going to add to the rush. Okay, and if the guard is turned, you're going to go butt side. If he's square, you're going to make a move. Okay, you're going to make a move. So now, before I get to anybody else, corners are on an island. They are inside press. They are locking down. If he goes across, they're not yelling anything. They got number 1. Okay? The safety, free safety in this case, rotating middle. Okay, let me erase all of this now. The whip, who is the rat, screwing down hard. Okay? As he's screwing down, he's going to take a look at the side number 2 on his side first to see if he's coming through. If not, he's then going to get his eyes across the field. They're looking at the 2 number 2s. Okay? So let's take this one as an example. I know this can get messy really quick. Okay, so let me eliminate some of the mess. If he's coming hard on a crosser, he is screaming, cut, 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 right? Cut, cut. Well, what that means is now the whip is going to pick up the crosser, and now the dime becomes the rat. So that's the man match. Dime becomes the rat, the whip takes the crosser. Okay? Now that's tough. It's tough for the quarterback. It's tough for the receiver. It's toughest on the quarterback because not a lot of teams do that. So when we man match on those crossing routes, that's nice. Okay, so over here, everything stays the same. Punch out, screw down, rotate back. Corners lockdown number 1, right? They got them no matter what. They're on the island. Okay, let's say number 3 is coming across, so he's screaming, cut, cut, cut. Rover becomes the rat, and now again the whip locks up the crosser. Again, that's the man match. This term, man match, how we defend the crossing routes, which you get a lot of if they either know or think they know you're going to be in some sort of man, they're going to run crossing routes. Okay? And so the corner inside leverage hopefully takes care of number 1's crossing route. But for numbers 2 and 3, that's how we handle it. Okay? Pretty simple. So as I said at the beginning, thank you for watching MGS Coaching Football. I really appreciate it. To subscribers and non-subscribers alike, any questions, please reach out to me at CoachMJSullivan@gmail.com because I would love to talk football with you.